Hey guys, it's Carly, and I'm filming a Let's Make Photocard Binder Fillers with Me video. That made absolutely no sense, that statement, or that sentence. Oh my god. But anyway, we're making Photocard Binder Fillers for the first time in like such a long time. I really needed to do it. I didn't get around to it, and I don't know why I was just refusing to do it. I think subconsciously I just didn't want to make fillers because I wasn't sure that I would be 100% satisfied with the layout of my binders, and also I don't think I was 100% satisfied about my collections. So I really didn't want to make fillers and make this permanent setup in my binder when I felt like it wasn't permanent. And as I found out this morning, my collections were 100% set in stone. Not even a single collection was safe. Not even my alts from my manic need to downsize my collection. But yeah, there were a lot of changes that happened in the past 3 hours. So yeah, a lot of these fillers I'm making now aren't relevant to my current collection and the way I have my binder set up right now and the way that I'm going to collect moving forward. I won't spoil my downsizing thing or my downsizing plans for you guys because I will be making a video about it because I do have some things to talk about, especially now and with the way that companies are releasing albums and the way that companies are releasing inclusions. I just have a lot of thoughts about collecting in general. But I'm also collecting in kind of a strange way moving forward. That really won't make sense unless I explain it to you guys, especially for my alts. My alts, the way I'm collecting them moving forward, is not going to make sense unless I go through my binders, reorganize my binders with you guys, and show you how I'm going to be moving forward with it. It really won't make sense. So, yeah, I will be filming a new video tonight when I get home, just kind of showing you guys what my collection plans are going to be moving forward because it is going to be different, but I don't think it's going to be different in a bad way. It's going to be different in a way that makes collecting a lot less stressful for me and a lot more enjoyable and a lot more capable, in a way that I'll be able to actually collect and enjoy collecting and not feel stressed out constantly about it. It is really going to make a difference for me and I think for my mental health also around surrounding collecting. But yeah, I won't say anything more about my downsizing plans because I kind of need to organize my thoughts a little bit. And then I will film that video, and that video should be going up within a couple of weeks. I did just film a video last night that I planned on putting up after this fillers video went up. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to post it anymore because, like I said, a lot of these fillers aren't reflective of what my collection's going to look like moving forward. And I don't want to have a video filmed and uploaded showing you my fillers and showing you all the groups I collect and all the members I collect and the new way I have my binder set up, and then the very next video be actually that's not how my collection's moving forward. We'll see. I'll decide about it. There are still some things I need to decide upon within my collection itself as well. So we'll see. But there will be a downsizing video coming up, another one. Because I don't know what hit me. Last night and into this morning, I felt the need to really readjust the way I collect. And I really do think it's just because right now companies are releasing a million album versions with a million pre-order benefits with a million actual album inclusions, And then it's not like they're releasing that album once every 6 months and then that's it. They're releasing it so often. And I think what really spurred this need to downsize for me was that WJSN announced that on the 12th of May, their new subunit will be debuting. And I was kind of taken aback by that because Unnatural Era literally ended a week ago. They're still doing fan signs for it. And all of a sudden, there's a new subunit coming out. And I was like, wow, that's like really quick and that's a lot. And everyone that I seemed to collect was releasing albums all throughout May and April, and I just felt like I had so much to buy all at once. And then on top of that, my alts were making another comeback within a month of their last comeback, and I was like, this is a lot and this is too crazy. And if I don't adjust the way that I collect WJSN, I'm not going to ever get to a point where I'm satisfied with my WJSN collection. Like, I think I'm going to spoil it a little. I'm going to spoil it a little bit. WJSN is one of my alts that I decided to change the way I collect. And it was mainly brought on by the announcement of this new subunit because for me, I'm not even done OT10 Neverland. I've barely started Chocomi. I just started trading for my Unnatural duplicates. And then they're releasing another subunit within like 3 weeks at this point. And it just felt like so much, especially from WJSN. And I love them and I want to see WJSN. And I'm super excited for this new subunit, WJSN Black. And I was really looking forward to it. But right now, my excitement over the subunit my excitement for it is being overshadowed by the stress of knowing that I'm going to have 40 more photo cards to collect for this subunit, and I'm not even done the last subunit. Do you get what I mean? So I really just wanted to readjust the way I'm collecting WJSN. So it's a much more targeted approach, but there's still a lot of OT10 in the way I'm collecting it. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not collecting OT10 WJSN anymore. I am. I'm just targeting what I want to collect OT10 for and what I would rather collect my biases for. And I won't tell you guys who I decided to collect consistently and what I'm collecting OT10 for. I'll keep that a secret. And when I film my, again, downsizing video, you'll find out. If you've seen my Instagram over like the past couple days, you would know who I'm collecting and you would know what I'm doing in terms of it. But even then, people are probably looking at my Instagram stories and my new wish list. And they're like, what is she even collecting? Like, what is the purpose for this? I don't understand. So yeah. And my alts are not the only groups that are being affected by this. There are plenty of other groups that are also being affected by it. And I wouldn't even say, like, I don't know, it's hard when you decide to downsize an alt collection. Or at least for me it is, because I love my alt groups. Like, I love all 4 of my alts so much that I do want to collect everything for them, and I want to collect everything for everyone. But I also want to collect all my other favorite groups, you know? Like, I still want to collect Wavy, I still want to collect 127, I still want to collect Itsy, I still want to collect Luna. You know, I want to collect all the other groups I'm collecting as well. So when your alts release so much, and they're such big groups, like GOT7, Promise 9, and especially WJSN are huge groups, and they've started releasing so many inclusions with every album. But especially for WJSN, they're also starting to come back a lot more frequently than they were, which is making things hard for me to handle because I want to collect everything for my alts, but it's hard to keep up with my alts and keep up with all my other collections. So the dilemma for me was kind of like, well, I can start just dropping more and more of like my favorite groups and still collect my alts in the way I collect them. But the reality is, for those 4 alts, especially when Cheon re-debuts, For those 4 alts, there is so much to collect just there that even if I didn't collect any other groups other than just WJSN, Got7, Cheon, and Promise 9, it would still be a struggle to complete those photocard collections in the way that I want to complete them right now. So I had to make decisions, and I had to make hard decisions, and like my head and my heart hurt right now because of the things I've decided to do to those collections. But I do know in the long run it's going to be for the better, and in the long run it's going to make collecting them a lot easier and a lot less stressful. And especially for WJSN, like I really do think the announcement of this new subunit was really what changed the way I'm thinking about collecting my alts, because I should be so excited for the new subunit. Like really, I should be over the moon, and I am excited. I don't want people to think I'm not excited. But my excitement is being overshadowed so much by by the stress of having to know that I'm going to have 40 more photo cards to collect, along with an insane amount of pre-order benefits that are going to be so expensive because Starship Square is always so expensive. And the stress is not allowing me to enjoy the excitement of the comeback. It's not letting me get excited about the comeback because I'm just sitting there going, oh my god, why do I have so much to collect? And then I sit there and I'm like, oh my god, but AB6 just had a comeback, and I haven't even completed a collection for Daewee yet, but they're having a comeback. And then On and Off just had a comeback, and oh my god, like I don't even know how many photo cards there are for Wyatt to collect right now. Like I really don't. And then I've thought about adding Oh My Girl into my collection. And I did buy their album. I bought both versions of their album. But they also have so many photo cards. And I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll collect my top 3 for Oh My Girl. And then I looked at the album details today when they were released. And I was like, oh my god, like, does each member have 12 photo cards for real? So now I'm like even questioning if I should collect Oh My Girl, because there's so much to collect for this new album. And I was like, I guess I could just collect, like Gio or Mimi or Aaron, but I don't know if I'm even going to collect Oh My Girl, because the actual like album details kind of freaked me out about collecting them, but we'll see. I did collect 12 photo cards for Vivi for 12 o'clock. So if they have 12 photo cards and I only choose to collect one member, then I'll be fine collecting Oh My Girl. But I just have to decide which member to collect, which is so hard for me because I love all of them, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that was a lot more rambling about my recent thing that I did this morning rather than just like what the actual video is. But since the last time I have filmed a making new fillers with me video, I have actually changed the program I use to make my fillers. So now I use Canva to make everything that I use in my photocard binder, because I got a Canva account for work and I was using it anyway and I was paying for it, so I just decided why not try and make fillers in it, and so that's what I'm doing. So I make all of my fillers in Canva now, as you can see. So basically nothing has changed from the other program that I use to make my fillers. I just pretty much size it to the size that I want the fillers to be, and then take the picture I want and fit it into the little square. And then once I have all of the fillers that I want made, then I download them all and transfer it into a Google Doc. Then I organize them on the Google Doc, which I did not even record. I didn't record that, so you guys can't see it, but I record, or not record, I organize it on the Google Doc, and then I just print them all out, cut them out, and put them in my binder, and that's pretty much it. It's like, I don't know, I don't have like a super crazy elaborate way of making photo cards. Or making the fillers, I just make them. And that's all I do. Like, let me see if I can find the size that the actual photo card fillers are. Let's see. I can't even, okay. So my fillers, I size them based on pixels. So on Canva, when you select make a custom size, you can do inches, centimeters, or pixels. I do it by pixels. So they are 331.2 by 244.8 pixels. And on Canva, you can't do decimal points for pixels. So I pretty much just size them 244 by 331. And that is the size I make my photo card fillers. And then what I do, you can see me doing it now for Yang Yang, I just go through and I like to use teaser pictures or pictures from the album as my photo card fillers. So I just go through and find the teasers I like, save them all to my computer, and then later I add them all to Canva, and then I put them on my little filler templates. It's really quite an easy process. It's just you have to figure out all the little tiny things you need to do, but it's not a crazy hard process. It's pretty simple. I don't do anything crazy other than sometimes like put a colored background on it, but even that I don't do it a ton. But yeah, I didn't mean to ramble on about my downsizing. It's just that I just uploaded my new wish list to my actual Instagram. I just put my wish list on my Instagram. So I'm thinking about it a lot, and I have a lot of thoughts about it that I didn't realize I had, that I thought I could wait until I filmed my new video to spew out into the world, but I guess not. Apparently, I took a break and I'm watching a video right now. I didn't realize I left that in, but I guess I did. So, yeah, I have so many thoughts, and I feel like if this new subunit, if WJSN Black hadn't debuted so quickly after the Unnatural promotions ended and after the Unnatural album, I don't think we would even be having this discussion right now, especially about my alts. But because the comeback is happening so soon after Unnatural era ended, I think it just really like spurred a lot of anxiety within me over the fact that I don't even have the last 3 comebacks completed, and now you're saying there's a new subunit debuting. So it created a lot of stress for me. It created a lot of stress for me, and I don't want to be stressed, especially about an alt comeback. Like, I don't want to be stressed when an alt comes back, and who knows, we might be having this discussion again in 6 months when when GOT7 starts releasing solo albums. We might be having the same discussion talking about how I'm going to be collecting GOT7 solos moving forward. We're probably going to be here again, but for now, this is just the way it is. I won't give you guys the details because I'll tell you the details in my downsizing video. That video will be going up after this fillers video. I just don't know how soon. So it will either be the next video or the video after. So we'll see. But yeah, there'll be a downsizing video going up soon. I don't know when, but it'll be there. I'll give you all the details about how I'm collecting everyone moving forward, who I'm still collecting moving forward, what the deal's going to be with buying albums moving forward. If I'm going to be adding Oh My Girl, I still have to think about that. I really don't know what I'm doing with that. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. And I will say that when I first like all of a sudden decided to do this downsizing thing, because this downsizing thing definitely wasn't something I had planned to do for a long time. It was something that kind of crept up on me and came out of nowhere and was like, oh my God, like, I just need to do something different. So it definitely wasn't something I was like planning on doing or had been planning for a long time. It was just something that I felt like I needed to do in the moment so that way I can keep enjoying K-pop and I can keep enjoying comebacks and not stress about it. Because that's the thing. I don't want this hobby of mine to turn into something that I'm always stressed about and that I resent. I want to be able to enjoy it. And if changing the way I collect and decreasing the amount of members I collect, or changing the way I approach collecting makes K-pop not something that I get stressed over anymore, then I will be happy, because that's really all I want. I like really miss the days when I was like fresh new into K-pop and everything was so exciting and new and happy, and I wasn't stressed about buying this person's album and this group's album and all versions of this album and how many different stores do I want to order from so I get all of the pre-order benefits. I don't know. It's really just been like within the last year that that's really been happening to me, that stress. But yeah, I will tell you guys more about it in the next video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!